Hello, people of Earth, and welcome back to another episode of the Just for Giggles podcast. As you can see, I am joined by another person yet again, and it is none other than my older sister, Hopelyn.
That was kind of cringy.
I really wanted to have her on the pod because she's moving out. I
can't wait to get out.
I think when this episode goes out, she's
4 days away?
Yeah. The Monday after this episode goes out. Fun fact about us, we're like 16 months apart. So you've also probably heard me speak about her in previous episodes.
I know you have.
Yeah, for sure.
Fairy.
Yeah, for sure. Also, there's a fly currently just like attacking mostly Hopelyn. So if you just like see it in the background, it won't leave us alone or her alone anyway. I don't know where it's at right now, but it's
hopefully gone.
For sure to come back. But today we're just going to pretty much reminisce on our childhood stories and talk about it because I feel like we experienced so much together because we're so close in age, but so much like different. Because you've told me stories before and I was like, that actually happened because it's like, I don't know, a little cute BTS story. Do you want to tell a fun little story first or?
You go ahead.
Okay. This isn't so much so of a story, but growing up, I was the pink kid. Like we all had colors. Like the two of us and our little sister, we all had colors. We weren't obviously like triplets or anything, but you were the blue kid, and Maisie was the purple kid.
But that makes no sense because we all got these zebra blankets, and I got the purple, you got the pink, and Maisie got white. So that doesn't really.
Please hold that closer to your mouth.
No.
Fun fact, actually, there used to be a bouncy house sitting right where we're sitting right now. Wasn't it like a castle or something?
Something like that. All I remember it was red.
Yeah, it was like
and
red.
It had a giant hole in one corner, and we still used it for a little bit.
Yeah, we like duct taped it. And then I think it ended up with another hole, and we tried to duct tape both, and then at one point we just ended up throwing it out. I think we still have like the inflator thingy somewhere down here.
Because we use it when our basement floods, because that's happened several times. There's been a couple times where I've woken up at 3 a.m. to our flood alert thing going off, and I step out of my bedroom and water everywhere.
For reference, her bedroom's in the basement, guys. I also remember we were on like a little trip, and one of our little family friends or whatever sent a picture to our dad, and it was just like a rug floating on top.
That was Rob.
What?
Uncle Rob.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why he's supposed to check on our house, because he doesn't have a basement.
I don't know.
It was Rob,
but I just remember seeing it and thinking it was so gross. But
because it was like 4 or 6 inches of water. It wasn't like an inch. It was 4 or 6.
Our basement doesn't flood anymore. Did we like get another pump or a new pump?
We just haven't had as much rain.
Oh. Global warming? I don't know. Maybe the water's just staying in the ocean. The fly?
Yeah, it's on your leg. Other side. This side.
Where? Oh, I see it. Should I try and kill it? Okay.
Yes!
I got it! Yes!
That's gotta stay in.
It's so staying in.
That's gross.
Oh, yeah. We've experienced our fair share of nasty stories because we live on a farm and we've smelled nasty things. We've done nasty things, and I'm definitely gonna have to wash my hands soon.
Yeah.
Should I tell the story about? I'm so telling the story about Wolfie. Do you remember him? The cat.
I think I do.
So, obviously, as I stated several times before on this pod, we live on a farm, and we've seen our fair share of little barn cats, and I love cats. And we have pigs for reference, and we have a manure pit. And at the time, it wasn't, or was it fenced up? Yeah, it was fenced up.
I don't remember.
But somehow, one of our cats, by the name of Wolfie, I don't know why we named it Wolfie. I think it like looked like a wolf, and I don't know.
I don't know why we name the cats half the names we do.
Yeah.
We have Egg, Bear, Derek, and what's the fourth one?
George.
And George is one litter. And the newest litter that we found is like rock, cliff, volcano, river,
mountain and canyon.
So,
But somehow, I don't know how this cat managed, but it fell into the manure pit, but it survived because there was, this sounds so nasty, but there was like this crusty piece of like manure just like floating on top of all of the liquid manure. So it was just floating on there and it wouldn't shut up. And then, of course, we rescued it by like lowering a little bucket with straw and it crawled
And
in.
him. Don't forget him. The lure. The bait.
How old are we at the time?
I want to say I was probably like 12.
Maybe? I don't know. But we pulled it out and it really stank, and trying to wash it was not happy.
Should have just let it wash itself.
Yeah, it was so bad. I feel like that's probably the most interesting of our cat stories. At one time, we had like a whole like family of cats named after all of the characters in Good Luck Charlie. That was a long time ago. But now we're rocking with Patty, our homegirl. I was saying this the other day. I genuinely wonder how old she is, because when she showed up at our house, she had to have been a couple years old, and she's been here for years.
Something like that.
I don't know, idea. But she's been through
this
it.
might sound bad, but I can't wait for her to die.
What?
So that we don't have more cats running around.
Hopelyn, that is not okay to say.
I didn't say how. I'm not saying I'm gonna go take a gun to it.
What is it?
I feel like she's had so many litters. I feel like it's time for her to be done.
Wait, what? I feel like
she's had like 15 or so.
There's some sort of family out there that's had like a bajillion kids.
The Duggars? 19 kids and counting?
Oh, sure.
Or are you talking like something where a guy has 6 wives?
I don't even. Either way. Anyway, since we are so close in age, and I said earlier we experienced so many things at the same time, like we got our first phones at the same age. Shout out to those used iPhone 6s. We got them for Christmas one year. I had a black one. She had a white one. We were I remember like opening them up, and then we were sitting with like our mom and trying to like put all our family members' phone numbers in it. And
I remember it. One of us was pulling it out of like it came in, or they put it in like a tall gift bag. I remember as one of us was pulling it out. Mom was calling it.
I don't remember that, but I believe
it's probably mine. But I just remember like it pulled out and vibrated and it had a number, and I was like, huh?
Still have those phone numbers to this day, but now we have 13s. Shout out.
Shout out Bo's 13th birthday.
We also got our ears pierced at the same time. Both times, actually. Because we got our ears pierced together last summer.
I was in 3rd grade.
I was in 2nd grade the first time. And then we went last summer to get them pierced again. And our little sister doesn't have them pierced at all. Well, she got them pierced, and then she took the earrings out. She couldn't get them back in, and now they're closed. And she's what? She's 2 years younger than me? Yeah. Because we're all like 2 years apart, pretty much. Another fun fact about us is we picked up sarcasm at a really early age because our parents are very sarcastic people. Like, I've got 2 good stories, and neither of them actually involve you, but it still is kind of relevant. There was this one time after dinner, our little sister she was either like sick to begin with, or whatever we had didn't sit with her right. And we were really little kids, so this is about to sound really weird. I was actively using the toilet, and she's in the bathroom about to throw up. So I hand her the trash can, and she's like kneeling to this trash can right in front of me, throwing up. And I finished my business on the toilet, and I go back out to the kitchen, and I was like, guys, Macy's throwing up. And then our dad goes back there, whatever, ends up grabbing like the trash bag and the trash can. He's in the kitchen like throwing it away or something. And he was like, you did the right thing. And I was like, he was like, are you lying to me or not? And he was like, what? And I was like, well, sometimes you do that thing where you like say something but you don't actually mean it. And he just laughed at me.
I do not remember this, but
I remember it so vividly. And there's this other time we were at church, and Macy and I were being our little altar server selves, and we were serving with a dearly beloved friend of ours. I'll have to inform you of the name later. But I said something super sarcastic to her like before church started, and after church, this certain beloved friend of ours like saw our mom and was like, "Your kids are really sarcastic."
I don't know who you're talking about, so I'm glad to hear the name later.
Yeah. We also like our family's really big on having like family dinners like every night, every lunch, whenever possible. And I low-key like love it. I mean, the rest of the fam might not enjoy hearing me talk all the time, but me talking all the time led to this all happening.
Yeah.
You're not very talkative today, are you?
No.
Do you want to tell a story now or?
I don't know. Do you want me to?
Yeah, I do actually. Please do.
Okay. This might not be for little ears, so if you have little ones, it might be time to shoo them away.
What story are you about to
That
tell?
one.
Okay. 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 I know what you're talking about now.
So our dad is part of like it's a group. They call it the Ohio Young Farmers. It's basically just a bunch of farmers, and every year they would hold like this little Christmas party at one of the high school cafeterias. And one of them would somehow sneak away and come back dressed as Santa Claus. And I always wondered like who it was for a while. And eventually one year my mom asked me to make the little gift bags that he hands out with like candy canes and different kinds of candy, and I was like, huh? What you talking about? So I made them, and it's been a secret for I want to say for like up until like a year or two ago when I said it.
How old were we when we stopped having those parties or
I want to say I was like 13 or 14 because I remember the last year or two I did not want to be seen with Santa because he creeped me out so bad. I literally ran in between two vending machines, and Santa came up, stood beside the vending machine, and our mom got a picture.
That's so crazy. I like hated sitting on Santa's lap. Like I was like crying and like in
like once you get like 6-7 years old, it's not cute anymore.
Plus, I never knew what to tell him what I wanted for Christmas. Like I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like it's creepy if you do it if you're like older than 7 and do that.
Yeah. Our mom also has like a massive Santa collection. Like during Christmas time, there's at least 10 Santas sitting out around the house.
Oh, more than that. It's probably closer to like 25. You underestimate how many she has. There's probably 50 in the
And there's
house.
a lot of them. Like there's a specific set, like a Mr. and Mrs. Claus that sit in the same spot every year. It's like right above the pantry.
It's the only ones that fit there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, not necessarily, but it's like their rightful place.
I'm pretty sure her grandma painted this, but I could be wrong.
I think so.
Anyway, keeping on the topic of little ears,
Oh,
there was one year where I think it was like in the same time period, but our mother asked me to fill the Easter eggs for Easter. So I had filled them like on a Friday, and so I don't know. It was before Easter Sunday.
Was it Good Friday?
Yeah, it was sometime that like weekend. She asked me to fill the eggs and then go outside and hide them. Well,
I know where this is
out
going.
behind our house, there was a dirt box, basically kind of like a sandbox, but dirt because we live on a farmland.
I've got a story.
So, I hid one or two of them around the dirt box, and then she had the bright idea to go out and mow, and the mower brutally attacked those Easter eggs, and there was chocolate and the plastic all over the yard in that area.
That. Speaking of the dirt box, I used to eat the dirt in the dirt box. I used to also eat the weeds that grew in the dirt box, and I'm pretty sure like my mom somewhere has like photographic evidence of it, maybe. But it's a well-known fact that I used to eat dirt and weeds. And should I tell the story about the other thing that I
Yes, do it. If it's where I think you're going, yes.
It probably is. I used to eat dog food.
Yep.
And not just any dog food. I don't even know if I can continue with this story because it's so bad.
Our grandma, who lives across the road, had this Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Anyway, big dog, like
fluffy
almost
dog.
Great Dane, but not Great Dane. And he was housed in like the workshop, where like they fix all the tractors and whatnot.
That nice bougie big cage, like
nice bougie cage. And so like he was fed in there, and like he was locked up there, and not really locked up, but like caged or like
You get the
sleep
idea if you
trained.
have a dog.
And do you want to say?
I don't know if I can without being very uncomfortable.
Her favorite way to eat the dog food was after the dog had already eaten, and like it was all slobbery and like kind of
so
not
bad.
as dry, but like what's the word? Soaked, I guess. Why did you like it soaked? What made it so much better?
This is awful. I'm crying. I don't know. And it was like it was literally on a dirty shop floor too.
Yep.
I've got a problem. I had a problem. Well, I still have problems, but it's not that problem. Oh my gosh.
Anymore?
But it was like dog food that it was like trying to eat, but it like unstuck itself from his tongue. And oh my, I can't believe this is going on the internet.
It's probably on her mom's Facebook somewhere, like several 10, 15 years ago.
That's so bad. So bad. What was that dog's name?
Lucky.
Yeah. Isn't there like, doesn't Maisie have like a little like stuffed animal dog or whatever?
I think so.
Do you remember that acorn that used to be in our grandma's office?
No.
Or like it was a nut of some sort?
No.
Ah, I remember it so vividly.
No.
Okay. Since we're gonna, I think I'm gonna tell the next story about, since we've been on a topic of eating things lately. I don't exactly. Was this before a meal or after? Because you know what story I'm about to tell.
I want to say we were eating on our own, and you were getting this item out.
Okay. Anyway, so I wanted ranch because I love ranch. It's my like favorite condiment ever. I love it so much. And Hopelyn was telling us about what's it called?
Like centrifugal force or something like that. It's where like you hold the spout end of a bottle and you swirl it around. No, you hold the bottom end and you swirl it, and like gravity or like the force is supposed to bring all the contents of the bottle to like the spout.
Anyway, the ranch bottle's like pretty much on its last leg, so I start swinging it around, and the edge of like the lid hits the edge of our island, and it opens, and ranch goes everywhere.
There's a line from the cabinets across the ceiling and the fan over to the other side
But
of the kitchen.
I like felt a lot of ranch leave the bottle. Like I like a mass amount, not a mass amount, but like I felt the weight decrease pretty much. And I was just like looking around, and I only saw it on like cabinets that were behind me, and it wasn't even that much. I was like slightly confused. But then I had to go to works like shortly after. And while I'm sitting there, I'm not doing anything, so I'm on my phone.
Maisie walks out of the bathroom, which is kind of close to the kitchen. She looks up, she goes, "Is that ranch on the ceiling?" And we go, "We see ranch all over the ceiling." So I was snapping her videos of this, and she's like, "Don't get me started." She did not want to come home to have to clean this up.
I thought they were going to clean it up for me. And then I come home, and like I texted her that I was leaving work, and I walk inside when I get home, and she's sitting at the dining room table, like right like in my like eye line. Yeah. And she's just looking at me, and our mom's standing in the kitchen, and she has no idea what's happening, or like the fact that there's literally ranch on the ceiling. But I walk in, I make eye contact with Hopelyn, and I'm literally just like busting up laughing. And then eventually our mom's like, "What is so funny?" And yeah, there was just ranch on the ceiling. So I eventually ended up, standing on the island wiping the ceiling off. And then I kid you not, like a couple weeks later.
Yeah, it's like a month or two later.
That makes it worse.
I'm making pizza rolls because I am about to go somewhere. I think probably work. And I just look up at the light fixture and the light bulb. I was like, "What are all those spots?" And I kind of getting closer to the, I was like, bro, there's still ranch up there.
Literally.
It's through like the light fixtures, like a glass part that comes down, like the light bulb is inserted into it. And it's all inside the glass, over the light bulb, inside the glass, and it's like 4 across from each other, and it's over the middle part and like half on the next light fixture thing. And I was like, bruh, have fun with that. That's crusted.
Yeah, ranch on a hot light bulb. I'm not how did it not get like stinky rancid?
No idea.
That
Preservatives.
I was like scrubbing at that for a really long time. Like I was standing on the island like scrubbing, and then like once my little like washcloth got cold, I'd hand it to Hopelyn to like
Rinse it out.
yeah, and we repeated that process several times, and I thought I was done. I like got off the counter and I wiped off the counter because my feet were on it, and then we noticed more ranch, so I had to go back up there, and I was so fed up and I was so done. I was, oh my gosh, I still love ranch though.
What was the lesson we learned?
To never use science with ranch bottles ever again.
Or just be parallel with the countertops.
No,
Yeah.
I give up on that. Sorry, I like almost like hiccuped a little bit ago, and then I just cleared my throat, and I've been saying for like the past couple days that literally all I do is burp, hiccup, and clear my throat. That's
what
all
else
I
are you
do.
supposed to do?
I don't know, but that's like literally all I do. Do you want to go ahead and tell another story?
Well, the only other one that I wrote down is we have modes of transportation at our house, but like they're not
Modes
like
of transportation.
they're not like road safe.
Road safe.
Like they aren't like registered vehicles.
Recreational.
Like,
I mean, it's not
they're recreational. They're
like
just supposed to drive around
ATV
your-
vibes.
Yeah. So we had this go-kart.
Not a golf cart.
A go-kart. Like it was a 2-rider.
2-seated thingamabobby.
And I don't know, we decided to take it down the lane at our grandparents' house. And
It's
like,
just a little line of grass, and
basically
it
it
follows
follows like the ditch
or
around.
whatever.
And I don't. Did we
Were
just
you
pass-
driving? Were
I
you?
think I was. Did we just like couldn't find the bridge and then like went to turn around or something? Well, we went to turn around and I went like kind of like this, and like the ditch is here, and I went a little too far into the ditch, and so we had to push it out. And I don't think
Push it out. I thought we had to pull it out.
I remember getting down into the ditch
Really?
and pushing it.
I
That,
don't
and I
know.
remember sitting in the driver's seat, having it in reverse, trying to back us up too, but that wasn't working.
I remember, this is a separate story, but Bo was out. Our brother, 6 years younger than you, 4 years younger than me. He was out driving it alone, and I have no idea how old he was at the time, but he was driving it around our house, and he was back at like the pond, and he drove it into the ditch, and like the front end was sitting on the tile, and he called like me and Maisie, so we had to like run out there and help that idiot pull the thing out of the ditch. I remember we actually got that go-kart for Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember we like opened all of our Christmas presents, and then that thing was just like sitting in our backyard with a massive bow on top.
I think massive bows are bogus.
What? I love bows.
Like when you see like kids getting new cars for their 16th birthday or whatnot, when they have the
Oh,
giant
that's
red
fair.
bows, I think those giant bows are bogus. Like just put the keys in like a little box and then have it lead to outside, or like do like a little scavenger hunt thing. Like the big bow is ridiculous. Extra, if you want a better word.
Okay. Another fun story that I have is when we were younger, whenever it would rain, we would, I kid you not, like all 4 of us or like whoever was around, we would sit in the concrete part of our driveway while it was raining just to like leave a dry spot behind. It'd like start raining, we'd be like, guys, you want to go make a dry spot? And we just like sit there and see like how big we could get the dry spot to be. Like we would grab like various coats and items to sit around us.
Umbrellas.
Yeah. It was like absurd. Hang on, I gotta like hiccup or burp or something funky's going on in my esophagus. Okay, no? Never mind.
Don't be asking me.
I don't know. It's like when you have to sneeze, but you don't end up sneezing.
That makes me so mad.
This is like unrelated to any childhood story, but I am arguably going to be the most upset when you leave.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. Did I tell you that already, or?
You've been telling me for the last couple months.
Oh. Yeah. I'm a firm believer. Firm believer.
Believer?
I don't really listen to Justin Bieber.
That brings up another one. Is when you're younger, we would like try and choreograph dances and whatnot. And so when Luke Bryan's song Roller Coaster came out, we tried to do it to that one, but like it was kind of a flop. Like I just remember like hopping up and down from a chair. That's all I remember.
There's one of the chairs sitting right behind the camera. Oh my gosh. We used to do it at family gatherings too.
I don't remember that.
I do. And we had like a couple of our cousins.
Oh, I
on
remember
it.
I remember like creating dances with our cousins. I don't remember performing them.
Oh, I vividly remember performing one. I do not have the guts to do that anymore.
But you have the guts to do this?
I don't know. I don't know. This is still something so crazy that I can't believe I actually do for fun. News story? She's moving into a little apartment with how many people?
Three others.
3 others. And I keep telling her she's got to let me like stay down there for a weekend, and she's like so against it.
No.
She's so against it. Like let me just explore the city cuz you're going to be in Columbus. So just like
I got 2 years.
just let me explore the city. Let's have a little girls' weekend. Jeez.
We got 2 years.
What if
we don't gotta rush
What
it?
if you die? What if I die? What if we die?
Well, we got this as proof.
We got video proof that you don't want to hang out with me
right now.
I kid you not.
Give me 6 months,
guys. I kid you not. When this podcast was like an OG idea, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys should come on the pod. And eventually, like, Hopelyn, I was like, Hopelyn, you should come on since you're moving out. I can like release it before you leave. And she was like, cool, whatever. And like for the past like couple weeks, we were like thinking of like funny little stories, anecdotes, whatever. And she was like, we can film it today because like nobody else is really going to be in the house. So it's like perfect timing. And she walks into my room like an hour before we started filming. She's like, I don't really know if I want to do it today or just like in general. I was like, what is like, are you for real? But now we're sitting here clearing my throat again. Go ahead and tell it. I can always cut it out.
I don't know what Maisie did to you, but
Oh,
all
geez.
I remember
Oh,
is she
jeez.
got this little box for her first communion, and she did something to make you mad, and it was like textured on the top, and you took someone's deodorant stick and took it all over.
I don't remember.
I remember that because me and Maisie were picking it out, and I just hear Mom screaming at you in the background.
I don't remember this at all. That's
I don't know what she did, but I just remember picking the deodorant out.
I don't remember that in any capacity.
Are you lying?
No, I genuinely do not remember it, but I mean, it probably did happen.
I know it did. I remember it.
I just had a random thought while I was like looking at you while you're telling this story. While I was still in cosmetology school, Hopin was so kind enough to let me to volunteer to be a test dummy. So I gave her a couple haircuts. I still give her haircuts to this day. But
you give me one the next couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, sure. I gave her highlights one time. I gave you a facial one time.
Couple eyebrow waxes, couple pedicures.
I gave you a pedicure?
Like 2.
Are you serious?
One was one was around my birthday.
Now I remember.
And the other one, it was like the last day your salon was open, and so like everyone and their mothers wanted pedicures.
I always, whenever I did a pedicure, I always ended up with something on my pants. I still like, I had like towels sitting on my legs because like, yeah, of course, and I still ended up with some sort of product on my pants, whether it was like a foot scrub or something.
I feel like it was always that like green mask.
Green. It's so unrelated, but there was like this massage cream or whatever, and it was like cucumber scented, and I loved the smell of that stuff. You could ask anybody in my class. I loved that stuff. I'm crazy.
Speaking of cucumbers, the other day me and Maisie were eating
Talk
lunch.
louder. Talk louder, please.
The other day me and Maisie were
Talk
eating
louder,
lunch.
please.
And we were eating it in the teacher's lounge at our school because it was AC in there because our school doesn't have air conditioning everywhere. And one of the teachers who tutors during the summer came in with one of her students who was going to like finish a test or whatnot. And I was just sitting there eating my cucumbers. And she goes, "Do you like cucumbers?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Because I love the smell." And she was talking about how there was this like cucumber and whatever scented like lotions she loved as a kid.
Loved. She loved them. Is there anything else that you love? I used to whenever they give us cucumbers at school, I used to put them on my eyes. I don't really like cucumbers, so I would like never eat them. I would literally just get them to put on my eyes.
Did it help?
Probably not. It was fun. I'm sure I have a picture of it somewhere.
You do. I've seen them.
I know I have a picture of my friend, but
you do. I'm probably in your Snapchat memories.
That was low-key kind of wasteful in a sense, but
Oh,
I mean,
well.
I was paying for it, and I had the room for the extra side.
Oh, well.
I don't know. Think of it as you will.
Was there anything in 6th period chem that was funny?
I mean, I told a story when I was filming with Andy the other day that we distracted the class by talking about weightlifting. But
we did. We had a whole class period talking about weightlifting and like cuts and bulks.
Yeah, we weren't really involved. I'm not athletic. I can do the splits, but I'm not athletic. We were fine arts kids. We were band kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was also a choir and theater kid, but we were band kids. I remember when I joined band, like it was like a year later, or no, it was 2 years later when our little sisters.
So like you joined the second semester in 5th grade, and like you can go all the way through high school.
Yeah, but I remember when our little sister went to join band, she said that she wanted to play the clarinet. Cool, yippee. And I was like, clarinet was my second choice. And they didn't believe me. They did not believe me. They thought, I don't know what they thought. I genuinely don't know.
I tried to convince you to play something besides the trumpet, but I don't remember what
I loved playing the trumpet. I should get it out.
It fits your personality. Loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
That laugh was so fake.
No, but it sounded fake, but the joke was funny. It hit.
I said it was a joke.
Okay. Okay. I should get it out and play with it sometime.
That should be part of your outros.
What?
You should like make up some tune and make it part of your outros.
Loki just saying.
Not Shake It Up. Victorious and iCarly, the one guy, the host, the homeowner of that house that the party in.
Kenan Thompson or something? Yeah. Or I remember the one clip from that TV show where he like comes into the house like screaming about the panda.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? I don't know, just like where's the panda type thing or something. That whole that crossover episode is probably like the best.
One of the best crossover.
Yeah, probably the best episode in Nickelodeon history. Nickelodeon crossovers always hit, honestly.
You know what other crossover hits? The Chicago series.
Oh my gosh,
the one where the one guy creates a virus and gets a whole building sick, and then it spreads very rapidly. You know what I'm talking about?
I think.
And like he goes to try and find a vaccine, so to say, but then like he
I don't really
messes with it so it doesn't.
I don't really follow along with like any of the Chicago shows, but anytime like it's on, I'll watch it because they're always so entertaining.
Which one's your favorite?
What is there? Fire, PD, Med.
That's it. Those three. I like PD the best.
I was gonna say Med.
I used to like Med the best, but it goes PD, Fire, Med for me. Because like I really don't care. I myself. I like learning. I like diving into like bigger storylines, not 3 different medical cases.
I really do like PD though because I'm also a Criminal Minds fan. I was watching that last night, actually.
At what time?
Well, technically, it was this morning because it was like 1:00, but
I was asleep at then.
And then I was asleep, and then well. New story. The 3 of us used to all share a bedroom when we were younger. It's the room that I sleep in to this day, and at some point, you ended up sleeping with like in the same room as our little brother.
Mm-hmm.
and then it was just me and Maisie in a room, and then you like came down here because they like finished the
They
basement.
didn't finish it. It was unfinished. For Christmas, I had to ask for my walls to get done, for my lighting fixtures to get, and like outlets to get done, and for my shower door to get put on. That's what I got for Christmas for a couple
My shower
years.
door.
Who else uses it?
I don't know. I'm not down here enough. There's been times where I go downstairs and then I come back upstairs. People are like, "What are you doing?" I live here. Am I not allowed to be in the basement? What?
Well, you're out of your normal habitat.
What? And at some point, our little sister moved into her room now, which actually used to be a hot tub room, but we took the hot tub out and
Well,
made it a
it didn't
bedroom.
work all the way all the time.
Well, after like parents started having kids, like when we got older, they just like stopped really using it, so they got rid of it. I remember the day when it was like being taken out, and I just remember it smelled really bad.
I remember a chainsaw cutting it in 4 quarters and
Yeah.
the truck outside the sliding door and putting it out on there.
Yeah. I remember one time it was one of our babysitters was like babysitting us for the evening. Oh, we've got plenty of babysitter stories. I got a really good babysitter story now. But
Don't touch me.
I lost a tooth while the babysitter was over, and I was in my room and I dropped the tooth on the white carpet. And I kid you not, me and the babysitter were like crawling around on the floor trying to find my tooth. We did end up, in fact, finding my tooth, and I got my little quarter the next day or whatever.
Babysitters made me think of the time. The only time
Speak
I've
up, girl.
ever had a cast was because our babysitter was here. And I wanted to do some stupid trick with a tricycle my brother had. And I don't know how, but I like must have stopped really aggressively and I rolled onto my back and like
Continue.
rolled onto my back and my feet went in the air and like somehow I landed and broke my second toe or fractured it somehow. Like I don't even know what I did. All I remember was rolling on my back and somehow I broke my toe.
I thought you ran over your own foot.
It might have been. I don't remember. I just remember somehow it was on my back.
I don't know. And then I remember you were like in pain or something, and then our babysitter like tried to like smash up ibuprofen and put it in pudding for you.
Yeah.
But you
I
still
crawled
like
to my
weren't
room.
found.
Didn't
But
go
you,
to
like,
church the next morning.
Good times.
But it was kind of a coincidence because my dad had like some orthopedic appointment the next day or on that Monday, so I just went with him and ended up in a cast.
Did we ever sign your cast, or were you like
I don't think so.
boring?
Well,
That's
because
okay.
I was not very mobile with crutches, so I didn't go to school for 2 weeks. I had everything sent home.
We still have those crutches.
We have like 4 sets of crutches.
Where did they come from?
I feel like mom probably got a pair for each of her knee surgeries. I have no idea. One probably came from grandpa's.
We need to stop collecting them. We don't need them. But
we each get a pair.
I don't plan on injuring myself, but
When you get your knees replaced?
in case, I guess.
Or are they too short for you?
Can't you adjust the height on crutches?
But you can only go so far.
How tall can you go?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
I don't know. But we had this one babysitter. I remember there was one babysitter that I really didn't like. Oh my gosh, I have a funny story about. Do you know what story?
I don't know what story you're gonna say, but I got one.
Okay, I was not a big fan of this babysitter, but one day at preschool.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Growing up, I was the most shy kid on the face of the earth. Like in preschool, I would like not utter a word to anybody. I vividly remember.
COVID baby.
What did you just
It's giving COVID baby.
What? What's a COVID baby?
They didn't have socialization growing up, so like they're really shy.
Oh,
Like the new kindergarten, like the rising kindergartners are all COVID babies.
that's so weird.
It's on
COVID
my
was, like,
TikTok For You page right now.
Oh, but funny story about me being shy. I remember it was my birthday and the whole class was sitting on the rug, and my teacher like called me up to like stand in front of the class because she was sitting in her bougie little rocking chair, and she's like, "How old are you?" And instead of saying 5, I just went, held up my hand 5 fingers. And she was like, can you say that? And I was like, 5. Anyway, one day at preschool, it was nap time. And I was too shy to ask to go to the bathroom. And I literally pooped myself during nap time. Oh, jeez. It's a nice, funny story of mine. And after nap time was over, we all went back to quote unquote class, if you can call it class. But we sat at our little like hexagon shaped tables, and one of the kids at my table was like, "Somebody smells funny," and he like went around the table, or she, I don't know, so like sniffed in the direction of every kid, and he like sniffed at me, and he was like, "Oh, you're fine," and I was just like, "What?" I was just like,
Your sniffer is wrong.
I'm not gonna say anything. I also remember that the corner of my little nap time mat had the letter I on it.
I don't remember what my letter was.
I don't think did they have any significance? Do you think?
I think it was just so each kid was on the same mat, so that way, like head lice or like sickness.
Do you remember that purple bag that we bought?
Yes.
Like, oh man, the purple bag.
Pillow and blanket and what? I remember the pillow used, but blanket did we use?
I have no idea. I just remember the bag. I only remember that purple bag.
Wasn't it like had like gold embroidered Friedrich on it?
Didn't have like a flower or two, I feel like.
I don't remember. Well, another preschool story is, so one of my cousins also went to the same preschool the same year.
As me or as you?
Me.
Okay.
Why would it be you? Why am I telling a story about you?
I mean, like our second or third cousin or something went to preschool with me, but she graduated the year after me.
All the time at recess, the only thing we wanted to do with chalk was make chalk dust. And so we did that so many times. And eventually we got yelled at by the teacher and got the chalk taken away.
And we started doing it at home too. We just had mass amounts of chalk dust. And we didn't really do anything in it besides like take our fingers and just like rub
Smooth it out, make the concrete smooth.
Or like we'd like mix colors together. Do you remember that?
Not really.
Oh, I remember doing it on the like back patio. We literally have a chalkboard like on the wall over there.
Do we still have chalk out in the barn?
In the barn?
Yeah.
No. I know there's like pig markers. Remember we used to draw on the wall with those pig markers.
Mm-hmm.
Those marks are still there to this day.
Like they're coming off anytime soon.
Yeah, they're never coming off. But when we were younger, our parents like bought like chalkboard paint and painted on the wall, and now we just have a chalkboard and some chalk sitting over there. I think somebody cleaned it just the other day.
It was me. It was a little too chaotic for me, so I wiped it off.
The other day I thought about writing something on it, but I just couldn't think of anything to write or draw or anything for that matter.
Well, because I had Go Buckeyes written all over it because I got really stressed during one of the football games. And then our friend Ferry came over and crossed it out and put like Go UK Wildcats. So it was like, oh, okay.
Oh. At one point, we had like liquid chalk pens. Do you remember those? I don't know if I ever used them. Or I remember sitting there and like aggressively clicking it so the ink would like come to the tip of the pen, you know? Mm-hmm. We used to play school all the time, and I kid you not, us looking straight forward, we're looking at two like school desks. Mm-hmm. Where did they come from?
The school was doing some type of like used school sale or whatnot, so our mom got those, and she got that like orange and yellow cabinet. I think it's out in the barn now, where all the scraps are things, and she got a paper cutter too. But I remember we would always use our old textbooks from school, like the pages we didn't use, as like the schoolwork.
And you wouldn't like. I feel like it was always you that would be the teacher or something.
Yeah, because I was the smartest of the three of us.
What?
I'm older. I'm obviously wiser and smarter.
Math ed, whatever. And now we have like a full blown like bougie office like desk down here that nobody really uses, but
it's just kind of storage right now.
There's a lot of things down here that are just storage right now. Fun fact, guys. Hopelyn got these slippers for me.
They look like crap.
Because I wear them like all day, every day. And
No, I'm not gonna say it.
you know it because I literally like live in them. Don't you? You hate slippers.
Slippers give me the ick.
Why?
I think it's most of them that are like have like the furry texture on the inside. I was like it going in between your toes. It's like, it's like kind of like
In
when
between
you step in
your
mud,
scum
comes
between my toes. I got two pickles. I got two
We
pickles.
need to rewatch that sometime. What platform is it on?
I have no idea. Little Rascals jokes. Is there? Where did that joke like originate?
What? I got two pickles?
Yeah, I know.
It's a quote from the movie.
I know, but what like brought it to the surface in our house that we say it all the time now? Or more so
Probably
you
had
and Dad.
fried pickles or something.
I don't know. I don't even like pickles.
You're weird.
I know, but not for the pickle thing. I was talking about this. This is like a completely like new thought. This is like such a random interruption because we just had like a 30-second break of like complete silence that I'm cutting out. Just us
I'd say it's
thinking.
more like 10, but okay.
Doesn't matter. But I think it was like last night at dinner or something. Was it last night? It might have been the night before. But
We had pizza last night.
I don't remember what we were eating. But I asked, no, it was the night before because I remember Maisie was sitting next to me. But I asked if they didn't know how old I was, or if they didn't know me, how old they would think I am. And I'm like, if you guys didn't know who was who, or like who was older, who do you think would be older? Give us your thoughts.
Me?
I don't. Go ahead. I mean,
Well, I know, so I can't really. I'm kind
I
of
know, right?
biased.
I know. I feel like I could pass as like an older age than what I am. Something I find really funny is that Hopelyn is like the only one out of like the four of us kids that like looks like our parents, but the three of us younger ones like all look the same for the most part. Like you look pretty much like you've got like the face of our mom and the eyes of our dad. What was that face for?
Never heard that before.
But our mom has light eyes and you have brown eyes.
And
Okay, I'm giving up. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm throwing in the whiteboard.
Also, right in front of us is. I can't think in a straight line, so my stories are like scrambled. But we're also looking at a hammock right now, and the number of times we've either tried to sit together on it or fallen off of it is insane.
It's because the S clips weren't meant to hold that much weight.
I don't. We got new ones, and they're like bushy sturdy. I think the ones we just had back then were, but
I would
Or
love
well-
if that hammock was like a cloth one instead of like the rope we have. So it'd be so much more comfy.
do you think we'd like balance better?
I have no idea.
Because falling off of that thing hurts.
It
Because
only hurts when you land on the rod in the middle.
it's not one of those hammocks that you like tie between like trees or poles or something. Well, I mean, it's like connected via poles, but I don't know. Sometimes we have it outside. It just hasn't made it outside. I don't know if it's gonna go back out there.
Well, we brought it inside from our grad party and then just never took it back out.
We also have a swing in our basement. And were you on the swing when it broke one time?
I have no idea.
I remember I was. It was me, one of our cousins for sure. There was at least another person on it, but we were swinging, chilling. I was probably a family gathering, of course. And it's like hung from the like I beam on the ceiling via like two chains, and one of like the chains like snapped, and we all like fell. And I was sitting on the end where the chain like snapped, so I pretty much like not only did I hit the ground, but I got like all of the weight from everybody else like slammed into me. I mean, I'm okay. I was okay, but I was just rather startled. How long do you think we've been talking?
Too long.
Do you have any like funny stories that from like when I was really little?
I mean, I would wake up and eat a stick of butter, but like yeah, there's a picture of me. I would wake up before mom and dad, and I'd get hungry, so I'd go out to the furthest north bar stool and pull the butter thing around and just start eating it.
I remember there's this one picture of me in a scrapbook somewhere with just spaghetti all over my face.
You still can't eat clean.
I always have a napkin next to me when I'm eating. like almost always. Anytime I like any sort of finger food or any food that I put my hands on, I have to have like a napkin. But if it's just like, or
You should start eating pizza with a fork and knife all the time. No breaks. All gas.
What? I wonder.
Am I right or am I right?
No, you're wrong. When we were younger and we shared a room, see, this is me just like pinging back off past stories because I'm pathetic. We used to like very regularly rearrange the furniture for fun. It'd be like really late at night, and we'd be like, "Oh, let's change it around."
During my spring break, I was rearranging my room and Mom yelled down the stairs, "What are you doing down there?"
I haven't rearranged my room in years. That's okay, because I'm content with where it's at.
I think it's fun too. Gives a new vibe of the room.
Yeah. I just don't know where I'd move anything in my room. Like, it's all just there and chilling, you know?
There.
I feel like Harry Potter or like Spider. No, that's not a Spider-Man kind of vibe. Or like, you know, just.
That's Spider-Man.
What? Or. Yeah.
One of my classmates would always go like that to try and do something. I don't remember what. I just remember sitting in religion class and he'd like want something. He'd just go like this to try and bring it back to him. And it never
Do you
worked.
want to tell that fun little story of you in third grade and a pencil?
No, I'm good.
Well, long story short, in third grade, Hopelyn got stabbed in the eye with a pencil. I remember that. We had the weirdest stories in third grade. Like, our brother broke his 2 front teeth in third grade. What did I do in third grade that was interesting?
Nothing, because you're not interesting.
Yeah, I'm really not that. I'm interesting, but not interesting at the same time.
You were still shy.
I don't really think I was that shy. Oh, in third grade, I got called out for, like, after my sentences all the time. And the reason I just remembered that is because Fairy was telling me about it last night.
What, that story, or she
No,
does
she-
it too?
No, she, like, called me out on it. She was just like, you always go, Or she noticed that I did it, and I was like, oh. And then I told her the story, so I guess it's just, like, at the front of my brain. Shout out to that kid that told me that. We needed an upbeat, silly, goofy story.
You drawn all over someone's notebook in kindergarten?
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. When sorry, these stories are all over the place, but in kindergarten, I was sitting next to this, I'm still like friends with him to this day, but I was sitting next to this dude, and anytime we had like free time, he'd take out his little notebook and he was writing the numbers 1 through 100. And we all loved this kid because he had crazy art instead of Crayola crayons. Who cares? Apparently we did. But
Crayola was better.
I don't know. But when he got to 100, he was showing me and the other girl that was sitting next to them, because I don't know, throughout the entirety of elementary school, the teachers think it's so much fun to sit boy girl like
It's so you don't yap to each other. Talk about girl and guy gossip. What gossip is there in kindergarten, though?
I don't know. But anyway, he got to 100 and he was showing me, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I grabbed my pencil and I scribbled all over his notebook. And then he got up and went to the teacher and told on me, and then I had to do the walk of shame up to the whiteboard and write my name and stay in for recess. But and we had to clean the room, me and the other girl that like scribbled on the notebook. And I low-key kind of enjoyed it. And there were some times where I like willingly like asked if I could stay inside. I can't say I was the biggest fan of my kindergarten teacher though,
I don't think anyone was.
but I survived, as you can tell.
The kindergarten teachers we had were
Interesting. There's only one of them left from when we were in kindergarten. Shout out to her, because I mean she was really young when we were in kindergarten, because that was like almost 15 years ago. That's wild. I'm starting to feel really old, because like when she turned 20, I was like, jeez, wow. And like 2 of our cousins on our mom's side of the family recently got engaged. And maybe it's just because like on both sides of the family, we're like the tail end of everything. Like our little brother's the youngest cousin on both sides. So we're just like little kids table forever. It's kind of like our thing, even though we're not little anymore. So here's to growing up. Sorry those last few stories were kind of boring. I hope you guys found the first like 2/3 of this entertaining. I thought this was fun. This is Aubrey and Hopelyn on the Just for Giggles podcast. Everybody say goodbye to Hopelyn because we're probably never going to see her again. Well, you'll probably still hear me talk about her, but this has been another episode of said Just for Giggles podcast. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow along if you want. I'd really enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, and cue the non-existent outro.